Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be.
Roleplay Retcon does not own any part of the movies we retcon, nor are we associated with the artists who make them. Also, while most episodes are safe for all listeners, please do check the individual episode descriptions for any content warnings.
The soundtrack for this series is by composer Robert Russell. You can find his music at robertrussellmusic.net, on his YouTube channel, and many other places.
Previously on Roleplay Retcon does the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. The League fired up the Rogue One's time circuits for the first time and traveled back to Nazi-occupied Paris, where they hung a giant banner on the Eiffel Tower with a phone number for Carmen Sandiego to call, so that Laszlo and Holtzmann could pretend to be employers offering Sandiego a job that fit her particular set of skills. It made sense at the time. Meanwhile, Dom and Marty stealthily approached the Eiffel Tower for some reconnaissance, and made some unfortunate discoveries. When Doc Brown's stolen time locomotive appeared, Sandiego disembarked with a vampire Nazi carrying the blood-drained corpse of Austin Powers. And when Marty got a good look at Sandiego's face for the first time, he realized it was their former colleague, Lara Croft. Or Lara Croft was Carmen Sandiego. It's hard to say.
Laura/Carmen looks up into the tower and sees your giant note and goes, "Who am I going to call in 1940?"
Ghostbusters.
She goes back into the
tree.
Who
are you going to call?
And she gets the phone that's attached to the time train, and she's
gonna do it.
Rings it up.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I wasn't expecting this. Oh my god, Laszlo, answer it. Answer it, Laszlo. I'm too shy. I can't do it.
Laszlo picks it up and will disguise his voice. And he'll say, "Hello. Is this Carmen Sandiego?"
But you have the toothpick in your mouth, right?
Is this Laszlo Cravensworth?
No. This is a man named Daytona. Jackie Daytona.
So I see you got your time vehicle to work. How unfortunate.
I believe you misunderstand me, miss. I have a job for you.
You'll have a job catching me before I get this Eiffel Tower out of here.
No. Something much larger, much better than the Eiffel Tower. I have a mind to heist, and I need your skills, Miss Sandiego.
Tell you what, Laszlo. Come out into the Champ de Mars, and we'll talk about your little job.
Laszlo will look over at Holtzmann and say, "The jig is up."
How did she recognize your voice? Do you know her?
Carmen? Never met her a day in my life.
I mean, would he recognize the voice, though?
Look, roll a smarts for me, Laszlo.
I don't want to. Laszlo doesn't recognize.
He doesn't know. He doesn't care.
Laszlo did not put. Laszlo was in no way assuming that this was Lara Croft.
She didn't want to come see us.
No, she didn't. In fact, she said that she had a job for, and he takes out the toothpick, for me, Laszlo Cravensworth.
For you? For For Laszlo? Weird.
I think we should do this. We should ram the hearse, Rogue One as we've called it, right into her and see what happens next. Little vehicular manslaughter never did anyone any well.
Yeah, I'm cool with this. This is fine. Yeah, I accept. Let's go.
I put a pair of driving goggles on.
Nice, nice.
You've had them
That
the
looks
whole
good on
time.
you, man. I like that.
They fit nice and snug. Do you put on the amulet?
I'm going to withhold putting on the amulet until it is abso-freaking-lutely necessary.
Okay. So you probably want to draw many shades on the car. Pull down the little sun visor.
We made it hover, but we didn't get tinted windows.
I gave you the option. They picked hovering. I don't know.
No, come on. It's a hearse.
The back of
Hearses
the
have
hearse is
tinted
totally
windows.
vampire approved.
The back definitely does.
Yeah, the back is vampire safe.
There's even a coffin, I think.
There's a coffin back there just for
With
Laszlo.
my grave dirt. Yes.
I love that Holtzmann is like nerding out over Carmen Sandiego, but also okay with just killing her with a car.
Holtzmann has many layers.
She's a realist.
Marty and Dom, let me go back in time just a little bit. When the time train appears into the clearing, it's followed by its stock standard fuel car, and behind that is a long flat car carrying a massive red helicopter that's very familiar to you. And then behind that is another regular train car that acts as its caboose.
So that is an anachronistic helicopter.
Yeah, that's a future helicopter. You see Carmen go away for a minute, and she's not inside very long. When she comes back out, says something to the SS officer, who then floats down from the top of the time train and gets his guys to start unloading the helicopter.
So our plan was to get the time train away from her or her away from the time train, right? Okay, look, I'm not very good at stealth. I think you've seen that in this entire excursion into Paris. I'm pretty good at running and then turning on a vehicle and driving it away. Just putting that out there. What's the plan?
Marty is like, why is everyone asking me what the plan is? Like, terrified.
Because I have a D6 in smarts.
It's because you're the time travel boy.
I know. Is there any opening for us to get, like, in and among the Nazis here?
There doesn't appear to be. They're all in uniform. You're wearing future street clothes. It might be difficult to blend in.
Can we do that thing where, like, we grab one as they walk by and, like, steal their clothes or...
Indiana Jones style.
They are a bit away from you. They're about 20 meters away. So you might have to try to call one over to you if you want to risk giving away your position.
But the time train is like... I know that there's guys here, but there's not, like, someone in it, as far as I can tell, or people that are, like, actually guarding it, right? They've kind of let their guard down because they think, oh, we're in occupied Paris. There's no one here that's gonna... They're all in their homes, and...
There are 12 German soldiers around the time train, and a tank. And half of them are getting the helicopter down from the thing, but the other ones are kind of guarding. Carmen Sandiego is still on the time train in the conductor's area. We're gonna simplify this whole thing, and we're gonna go ahead and do initiative.
Okay.
And now we're gonna do something special for initiative, since there are 2 time flux capacitors in the area. That's gonna like time dilute the initiative order. So we're just gonna do one draw for the initiative, and whatever you order, we're gonna stick in that same order instead of changing every round.
But do we get some kind of, like, surprise round or something? Since we're hidden?
If you go first, I'll let you have the surprise round. Since Ryan and Jincy are doing the active thing right now, we'll start with Jincy. You got the 9 of hearts. Ryan, you got the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
Laszlo's gonna run over Carmen Sandiego, Lara Croft.
That's good. That's good because I don't need another bear situation this episode.
Marty, you got the 10 of hearts. Dom, you got the 4 of hearts.
Nope. Draw again.
Oh yeah, you do 9 of diamonds.
Yeah, 9 of diamonds.
Holtzmann, 9 heart. Carmen got the 4 of spades. I'll do some people that aren't around yet.
Maybe his name starts with H and rhymes with Gittler.
I mean, also, since the Joker is on our team, everyone here should get a Benny.
That is true. Everybody give yourself a Benny. Thank you, Laszlo.
Yay! Thank you, Laszlo.
Laszlo, at this point, you have a choice on where you'd like to go in the initiative order.
Preferably after Holtzmann, since Holtzmann will be driving.
So I'll put you down here.
But I will attempt, if possible, to support that driving check and just like direct Holtzmann to be like, now get us as close to the train as possible, and I'll just dive inside. You know, want to avoid daddy's sunlight as much as I can.
You got it. I'll see what I can do.
Marty, you were the first to act in this kind of situation.
Oh, golly gee.
Tell you what, roll me a notice.
Notice? I love to notice. 5.
You hear the revving of an engine. You look down through the between the locomotive and the fuel cart, that little crack. You can see the warehouse. You can see the gates thrown open, and the Rogue One is now making a beeline directly for you. Everybody kind of perks up in that direction.
Surprise!
That could work for us.
While they're distracted, can I hoverboard hyperspeed into the train?
Do it.
All right. Do you want to do this stealthily?
I will try to do it stealthily, yes. As fast as I possibly can while being quiet.
I would like to have my cake and eat it too, please.
Please?
Yeah.
Roll me a stealth type check.
I rolled a 1 and a 2. So,
Oh no.
Ben, you're not going to spend a penny on that
actually, but that's very funny. The comedy of it.
one? This is critical. This is pretty critical.
I rolled 2 2s, so let's try that one more time. Come on, dice. 4, finally. Oh, wait, that was on the d4. Another 4, 8. And 3, so 11.
With the cost of 2 bennies. Which I now get. Thank you very much.
Forgot about that.
You managed to get on the board and you kind of pull yourself with the leg of the Eiffel Tower and slide silently right up to the train.
Yeah, wait, can I want to get, like, on my stomach on the hoverboard and, like, go really low to the ground. I want to be under the train.
Totally. Okay, you are now under the train. No one is the wiser.
Is that my turn? Like, what else? What are my other options?
I think that would probably take 2 movements to get up that way. Even with the hoverboard, it was a pretty good bit away. That's actually not that far. It's only 20 meters. You could probably do something else. It'll probably take you 1 movement with the hoverboard to get up there.
What I want to do is I want to write a note, and I want Doc to get my note. I don't know how that's gonna work. Because I don't have, like, a pen and paper.
Give me a high or low.
High.
Nope, 5. You don't have pen or paper. You didn't think to bring one.
Well, why would I?
Holtzmann has all the note-taking
Oh, you know what I
stuff
do
with
have, though? Is walkie-talkies. Can I chuck a walkie-talkie into the train, and then I'm underneath it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll let you do that.
Excellent. Doc?
Who is this?
Oh, no! Who is this? I think Marty just freezes and doesn't reply.
All right, Holtzmann.
Yes, that's me. Hi.
Give me a driving, Holtzmann.
I will do that thing. And since I don't have it, it's a 4.
4 minus 2.
Okay.
Why did we?
This is the second time this has
Why
happened.
did I not stay with
my
the car?
Good golly
I don't
gosh.
know.
Can I spend a Benny and re-roll?
And then
that?
Yeah.
I
you can.
get to roll to support too, right?
Yeah, I'll let you roll the support.
What skill? Drive?
Yeah, spend a Benny.
Driving, yeah.
Oh, that blows up on the 6. That's 7, so you'll get a +1.
Nice. I exploded a 4, and I got another 3, so that's 7 minus 2 plus 4.
Plus 1.
+1. So just -1 really then, right? So it's 6.
So you successfully get the car, you rock it out of the thing. As you're going, you happen to run over a mustachioed man in a gray suit coat, maybe uniform, as you're going. Just casually, but just mow him down as you're going by.
Did I do it? Did I kill Hitler?
You hit Hitler with a claw.
Did I kill Hitler?
Who's to say?
Did I kill Hitler?
Alex, he's got a pretty distinctive look.
He had definitely had the same mustache. Definitely had the same mustache.
No way.
You might have killed Charlie Chaplin.
Might have
No,
been Charlie
don't say
Chaplin.
that. No.
He was on location filming The Dictator.
On location.
Oh my god.
How high can the car fly? Hover?
Let's say maybe 10 feet in the air.
Because Laszlo would suggest that he just hops in the coffin and that Holtzmann flies above the train and just airdrops the coffin on top of it. And just...
We were over traffic before.
Yeah.
So I feel like a train is about as tall as traffic is.
Yeah.
The train is way
The problem is how far away is the warehouse from the train. So I'm going to have you, Jency, give me a high or low, and we'll
Yes.
finish the whole quartet of high or low calls.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
It's a 96.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
So you get the time hearse and you fly directly. You have enough speed and momentum to get you over the train.
Can I just airdrop him? Can I do that?
I think it'll be Laszlo's turn to have him drop himself out. But yeah, I mean, you're in position. You're fully good to go.
Yeah, Laszlo will kick open the back of the hearse, hop in the coffin, and as Holtzmann pitches the car up, it'll just slide off and smash through the roof of the train with any luck.
Give me an agility check.
Ooh, I'm good at that. That is, well, that's 8 on the 10, but let's see if the 6 blows up twice. So that'll be 14.
Nice.
14, you're dead on. Let's see. Can a wooden coffin break through a metal train roof?
It has a skylight, a sky window thing.
Does it?
It's Doc's new fancy
Sometimes
train.
They do, Alex.
It is Doc's new fancy train, which means it's got better metal.
Stop talking.
That's not what I meant.
It's got better metal.
Well, I think, like, we would try to position this where it would be best possible. So if it lands like in between cars, where then he can just like push the door open and
The coffin door
stride
and
right
the
in.
train door open at the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
I tell you what, I'm going to give you a 25% chance of landing in the sweet spot.
Great.
Now, do you want that to be high or low?
Let's keep it high.
Keep it high. And I rolled a 10.
Boo.
You land directly on top of the train. So you're there. You're right on top. And it doesn't even fall over.
Laszlo's intention is to get inside that train, so I'll gladly take a penalty to do a multi-action to maneuver as best I can from the inside and get the coffin to fall
Wiggle inside the
into
coffin.
or off of the train.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you want me to
All
roll,
right.
Alex?
Give me a strength.
Wiggle check.
Okay. Ooh, that is a 4? I guess that's... No, yeah.
4 is a success, so you get it to move.
4 and a 2.
Now we'll roll a d4 to see which direction she moves. So a 4, you move it back off the train and you fall in between the locomotive and the fuel car. 2 or 3, you fall to either side. 1, you knock it forward and you're still on top of the locomotive. Do you want to roll this or shall I?
Go for it, Alex. You are the world. I am but a character.
So 3. So you fall, you knock the coffin, and you fall off of the train in between the train and the Eiffel Tower.
So a coffin lands on the ground next to Marty.
So a coffin lands on the ground next to Marty.
Dunk.
Try not to see that as an omen.
Does it break open?
Ooh, that's a good question. Does it break open?
Because if it does, I'm going to take that the final extra action I'm allowed.
All right. Let's see if it breaks open. It does.
No.
Great. Then with that, my final extra action, Laszlo will turn into a bat, and in the hubbub of the wood cracking, because, it's probably easier to avoid sunlight as a small little bat than as a larger human being.
Yeah.
I'll get under the train. I do need to roll smarts, though, to successfully
need to roll
transform
smarts.
into a bat. And Marty just hears, like, and then... bat!
You will do anything not to put that amulet on.
I will. I really will.
It's been really great watching you not put that amulet on.
That'll be an 8 on my smarts, so I turn into
Perfectly
a bat.
fine. You're a bat.
And I land on Marty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can the bat
You
land on me?
Marty, a bat lands on you.
Marty goes, Laszlo, what the hell are you doing?
Try not to see that as an omen.
All right,
Smuggle me
Laszlo. That comedy of errors is now complete.
Is it?
Hey, you gave me the
Okay.
Joker. Oh, I didn't even use my +2 on that whole round.
You didn't.
You know how, like, there's, like, those screenwriting terms, like, save the cat, and, lamp shading it. That was Laszlo's ignoring the bear.
Something Dom is very proficient in.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so, I think my plan here, since people are kind of they haven't really noticed me as a target yet, and since you kind of said everyone was sort of paying attention to the Rogue One, and I'm going to try to run for the tank, and, like, kind of hoping that them not seeing me means I won't get splattered by the tank fire, at least, on the way there. And I'm going to try to run up and, like, I'm going to try to commandeer the tank, is my
No, the tank is on the opposite side of the train, so you get to run past a whole bunch of folks to get to it.
Where's the half track?
The half track is near you.
I think I'll go for the half track then.
The half track is relatively unguarded. There's one driver, I guess. He's actually outside of the half track right now. He's smoking a cigarette.
He's a bad Nazi. Which,
In 1940, he was perfectly healthy.
no, but I mean, like, there's a... He's not... He's not been like, oh, I should probably do my job. Like,
He's just like, oh, hovering
No.
car.
He's on a smoke break, Ben.
he's on a break. He's on a break.
Oh, hovering car that dropped a coffin on
okay.
that train.
Well, I'm gonna go commandeer the vehicle, but it probably means I'm gonna punch that dude out.
Okay.
Or I'll just try to
you-
intimidate. I might just try to intimidate him, actually.
Okay. So are you just walking up brazen like
Oh, I'm running for it.
full Dom?
That's actually really scary.
Well, I'm not doing stealth. I have good athletic stuff, and I have good. I actually don't have much intimidation. I may actually have to punch that dude, but
I tell you
Just
what.
headbutt him. Break his sternum.
If you're running up there just full dominant,
yeah.
give me an intimidation +2.
But I don't have intimidation.
Okay. Well, you'll have it +2, so I'll take care of that -2.
All right. I went to a con recently, and I bought this set of dice. And this set of dice has been thrown away by someone for being cursed. And they were trying to rehabilitate these dice. So I'm going to give these poor dice a chance.
Seems real risky, but I love it.
Wow.
Come on, cursed dice.
Do I hear Sarah McLachlan?
In the
Right?
Of an angel. This was a mistake. This was a mistake to have bought these dice.
Mistake? What happened, Ben?
Well, I rolled 2 2s, so it's not as bad as it could have
Okay.
been. But, I'm gonna spend a penny.
Okay.
Maybe the people at those cons just say that and they're just loaded dice.
But loaded bad.
Loaded
I'd
for the
do that.
bad, yeah.
That's funny.
I'm gonna give him another chance because bad rolls happen. I think 2 bad rolls in a row is what makes them cursed. 1 bad roll is what all dice do.
That was just a hubris roll.
Mm-hmm.
Get that out of the way.
Well, now I exploded on both dice.
Oh.
Roll them again.
Okay.
Maybe they're like a glass cannon. They're like an all or nothing. Like, oh my god, I exploded again. I don't know. Oh,
The redemption arc of a century.
so I'm up to 12 now. I just exploded again.
Jeez.
18 and then 2. Okay, 20. I rolled a 20
Holy
total.
cow.
Wow.
For this crazy
Good job, little guy. Good job,
series
little
of
buddies.
events. First, Ben, reward yourself with another Benny.
Oh, yeah.
You get a free Benny for that.
For using cursed dice.
For using the cursed dice. The driver looks up after taking a long drag off that cigarette and sees this giant bald dude.
I'm actually not very tall.
Okay. So, average sized bald dude.
Yeah.
Just who's quite broad. And I assume you've got your shotgun with you?
You know, I've never had it. Like, I should, if you'll let me have it. But I'm like, I never,
I
like,
assumed
took
you'd take it with you on a mission.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I have a Mossberg, sure.
So, he sees this giant dude with a shotgun, and he's like, not today. Not today. And he just lays down on the ground with his hands over the back of his head and just lays flat, face down. He actually digs in his pocket for the keys and just, like, tosses them at you.
Catch them as you run by.
You know what? The best Nazi is a Nazi that quits. All right.
Wisdom.
That's how you do it.
You've been spared today, Nazi.
Yeah, like, I'm a little disappointed because I was like, there's nothing that will keep me from killing this Nazi. But I think, like, him being on the ground with his hands behind his head is me going like, yeah, I think that'd be pretty gross. All right. So, yeah, I get the keys, and I'm going to get in and fire it up.
All right. You get into the half-track, you fire it up, rumbles to life, and you are now in a half-track truck.
Okay.
So, we'll go on to the tank's turn. The tank sees a flying car.
Oh, no.
That it does.
And the tank
That back door's still open, Jency.
is very confused about a flying car. And when a tank sees a flying car, it shoots a flying car.
Yeah, but tanks aren't anti-air.
It doesn't assume that we're also together with this flying train time thing?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. It's almost like it was warned that you guys wouldn't be trying
Yeah, it's
something.
almost like Lara Croft sold
dang
us
it.
out.
She never really did anything to help us,
No,
did she?
She disappeared and we were like, ha ha ha, Alex forgot about Lara Croft.
Conveniently forgot about
He
Lara
let
Croft.
it
Little did we know.
Little did you know. All right, tank gunner is actually pretty good. Gun and stuff.
Oh no.
That's an explosion.
No, you stop that.
One way or another.
So that is a hit and a raise.
Could be worse.
Now I've got to see how
Am I
much
gonna
this
die today?
very large cannon does.
No. The car will die before you do.
Yeah, the car will die before you do. The crash might kill you. Ah, that's a lot of damage, huh? That's a lot of damage, huh? Okay.
No.
And 18
Ugh.
plus 6 armor piercing.
Ugh.
So that is 2 raises. This thing takes a giant hole out of the back of the time hearse.
Hey, it's Ben. I'm just giving you a few heads up about some things before we get back to the episode. Our guests for this series are Ryan and Laurel from Flash Fantasy's Riftwalkers, an extremely well-produced fantasy D&D podcast. They just started on season 2, so you've got a whole 200-episode first season to binge. We've actually wrapped up the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, and I already missed them. When you do a thing with guests, sometimes you like worry, like, hey, am I going to mess with these people? Okay. Like, and we really messed with them very well. Like, I feel like we just got each other. Our featured music for this series is by composer Robert Russell. You can find his music on his YouTube channel. There's tons. I didn't even scratch the surface in this series. As always, our Patreon has bonus content and our Discord has bonus people. Alex and I just put up a bonus episode on Patreon called Altered Beef, where we played Jess Levine's I Have the High Ground, which is about people dueling with words before they actually cross swords. And we play as the guys from the Sega arcade game Altered Beast. Hey, a little news. I am in the latest episode of Game Master Monday. We play Cooking Up Disaster by Mullamoot, which is a TTRPG that emulates the US version of the Gordon Ramsay TV show Kitchen Nightmares, which I have seen every episode of at least twice. Me and Kim from 5 GMs and a Trench Coat and Mozzarella play people at the restaurant, and Cohen Edenfield from Skulltenders, who's one of the funniest people I've ever met, plays the celebrity chef. It's really, really, really funny, and I thought I did bad, but then it came out fine in the edit, so you should go listen to it. Please go listen to it.
Isn't the point of traveling to get away from it all? To feel the best you've ever felt? Then maybe you should check out Aruba. You'll spend your time relaxing on cool, white, sandy beaches and floating in healing blue water. You'll meet locals brimming with gratitude for an island that redefines what a paradise can be. When your trip comes to an end, you won't need another vacation because you just had the vacation. That's the Aruba effect. Plan your trip at Aruba.com.
All right, that's all I got for you. Enjoy the finale.
This thing takes a giant hole out of the back of the time hearse.
Oh, thank goodness there's not a vampire there.
There's not, but there is a big old time circuit there.
Is that where we keep the time circuit?
So, Jency, you might have to give me the most important high or low roll.
Even more important than Hitler? I don't know.
Low.
36.
Yeah!
Yeah!
The time circuit is not damaged. But you got a big old hole in the car right now.
How many wounds is that?
That is at least 3 wounds.
Okay, I think we can take 4.
Yeah, so you can take 1 more before this thing is dead. Kaputski. But now it's the Nazis' turn. 6 of them are going to open fire at the half track.
Uh-oh.
And the other 6 are going to fire at...
They saw that.
He was just running. He didn't make any attempt to be stealthy.
It's okay. I'm protected in vehicles, basically.
All right, so 6 we're going to overfire at the half track. That shouldn't be too bad. It's basically just a truck.
It's probably thick-skinned at least, though, right?
Yeah, sure. Your hole is just lit up with gunfire, but none of them actually hit the windows or penetrate your armor, so you're all right for now.
Yeah, I'm so good at this game.
Others are going to fire at the time hearse, and they raise... Oh, that explodes. So, luckily their guns are not armor piercing. So they fall 1 short of getting your toughness. So they do not kill you as of yet.
Excellent.
It's now Carmen Sandiego's turn. She, aroused by the commotion of a coffin landing on top of her train.
Aroused?
She's very aroused. Visibly so. Cheeks flushed, palms sweaty. Mom's spaghetti.
You're like, well, I'll finish if no one else is going to.
She steps out of the train, not off of it, but just out. Looks around. And then she holds up a strange black box. And it's got yellow and black caution stripes on it. And it looks a little bit like this.
Alex is holding up like a Ghostbusters ghost trap. It's like a little version of one. Like he's holding it in his fingers. And it lights up. It lights up. It's like the little box that the Ghostbusters slide on the ground and then they stomp on the button and it traps the ghosts.
And Carmen Sandiego throws it onto the ground, where it then cracks open, and in a burst of light and purple lightning, out fly 2 ghosts. They're sitting in electric chairs, and they scream and burst from their chairs.
It's the Scolari brothers.
The Scolari brothers. Tony and Nuzio.
That's not how that works. You're not supposed to make the ghosts come out of them.
She did. She turns to the ghost and says, "Guard the train."
Oh boy.
And we're back up to the top of the order. The vampire SS officer. Laszlo, as a bat, you can get a nice scope of the surrounding area. Give me a notice roll.
That'll be 5.
You recognize the SS officer. He is, in fact, one of the vampire council in your time period. This is Deacon. Deacon from the original What We Do in the Shadows movie, who was a Nazi vampire. For anyone who didn't get that at home. And you also see that he's wearing the exact same necklace that you have in your pocket, which is protecting him from the sunlight. It is his turn. He is going to fly, or really just run over to the half track, and he is going to
Leave me alone.
punch open the door opposite of Dominic Toretto. What are you doing in here?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Stealing my half track.
I'll give it back.
I'm going to take it back from you now. And he's going to attack you. All right. What is your parry, Dominic Toretto?
It's an 8.
An 8. 8's very good.
I know it is.
He hits your 8 with his slam attack.
No.
Do his strength, which is... Oh, God. Ryan, why didn't you tell me vampires are no joke?
They aren't.
His is hilarious.
What's your toughness?
My toughness is 4.
So he gets a 15, which shakes you
Yeah,
and
I'd say.
does 2 wounds. Basically what he does is he hits you so hard, you fly out the other side of the half track.
Oh, come on. I just got this thing.
Oh, man.
And you land on top of the Nazi that surrendered to you. But that was his turn, so it is now Marty's turn.
Okay.
Marty, you're under a train with a bat on top of you.
Yeah, I would like to grab Laszlo and shove him in my jacket and zip my jacket up to protect him from the sun. And then, if I can, I would like to, like a mechanic, like hoverboard underneath the train to get to a place where I can like come up the other side and like stealth crawl into a window. Or if there's like, are there other entrances to the train or only that one at the front?
So there is an entrance on the side of the locomotive. There's one in the back of the locomotive that's butted up against the fuel
Go
car.
for that one.
That'd probably be the easiest place of
Yeah,
ingress.
for sure. So I will mechanic crawl underneath
Okay.
the train on my hoverboard and then like slide up in between the cars because that's a pretty covered position as well, and then try to get inside the train.
Yeah. So give me a pretty easy stealth roll to get up in
You
there.
say easy, but
I mean, relatively. I'm not going to give you
I
any
explode
negatives.
on the 6 plus a 5,
Hey.
so 11
11 is you are like a ghost.
with a bat in my
Which
jacket.
coincidentally there are 2 actual ghosts around, so they don't see you.
Going in.
Go in. All right, so you maneuver yourself up between the locomotive and the fuel car. You get to the door. You open it up and go inside. And what you see is Carmen Sandiego standing at the controls of the time train alone.
Shoot her in the back of the head. Or don't.
I don't think that it's like quite Marty's style to shoot Carmen Sandiego in the back of the head.
You feel a little tug at the pistol as like little bat feet are trying to pull the gun out of your...
Laszlo back down as you
What are you, chicken?
my jacket.
Now don't forget, she's working with Nazis, so
I just don't think that Marty McFly is gonna shoot anyone in cold blood.
Just doesn't have it in him to shoot someone in the back of the head.
He's gonna do it
when
face to
he realized
face.
that the consequences of blowing out the tire meant that would have exploded all those people. I mean, that's barely off his conscience because he didn't succeed at doing that. I could do a really crazy gamble. Do I dare?
yes, gamble.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna poll the crowd here because this is a risky move. But I could try to destroy the time circuits on the time train.
Lord have mercy. I am real close to exploding the car.
I don't think we should destroy the time train because
Okay.
I think maybe that's
then we'll be stuck.
maybe don't gamble on that one.
This is why I pulled the
Well, now,
crowd.
hold on. We have, presumably, as long as Holtzmann is alive, we could build another one. As long as we can get
possibly.
the
If we have the
plutonium.
material.
Yeah, we
This
gotta have the
material,
materials. but-
and the fact that we're in Nazi-occupied France might be... Yeah, I don't want to get stuck in the 40s.
I'm just saying, Laurel, like,
Hey, it was an idea.
ignore the bear.
That's a good idea. I love.
Who's the bear in this situation? Is it Jency and Ryan?
Here's
the bear.
okay. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Don't ignore us.
I'm gonna get Laszlo out. I'm gonna hide him somewhere. And I'm gonna take the gun out of his little bat feet, and then
Okay.
It's a minimal resistance.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, you wanted to rip somebody's throat out. I'm just gonna look the other way, and I'm gonna leave the train and leave Laszlo in here with Carmen Sandiego.
So much worse. So much worse.
You're just gonna
I'll gladly take my turn now.
Yeah, my goal, I think, because Doc's not in here, I'm concerned about Doc. I would to then scuttle back under the train and continue down towards the passenger car.
I would say with all of this situation, you could probably get to the end of the fuel car.
That's cool by me. Like a ghost.
So it's not Laszlo's turn.
All right. This is going to definitely be at least a 3-stage multi-action, one way or another.
Nice.
I'm going to give you some information up front. There's a lot of sunlight coming in through these windows in between you and Carmen Sandiego.
That's fine for now.
It's not pitch dark in here.
I didn't expect it to be.
Okay.
But I'm going to fly as close as possible to her, presumably in between some windows or what have you, where I can find a little nook of non-sunlight, at least not direct sunlight, to transform back into human form. So let me roll that smarts. Easy. That wasn't easy, actually. That was a terrible roll on the D12, but it is a 4 on the D6. So, and I say, Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, can Marty chime in on the walkie at this point? I go, oh, also, that's Lara Croft.
I'm going to attempt... I want to ask this. I'm going to... Laszlo is going to put on his most flirtatious air, just try to pump himself up, really grease the wheels, really,
The wheels.
The wheels.
They are greasy.
Really butter up
Woohoo! I heard
Carmen
that.
Sandiego / Lara Croft here. I'd love to roll persuasion then.
What are you saying to her to persuade?
It's something along the lines of, now I see what you're doing here, and I do believe that you and I, could be a more dastardly duo than any of these slack-jawed Nazis could ever accomplish. That's a blow-up on the 8. So that's going to be 12 on persuasion.
12 is pretty good. I was going to impose a -4, but you still passed.
Would you say that in this moment, she's attracted to Laszlo? Given that roll.
I would say she finds you intriguing.
Good enough for me. That satisfies the charm condition. I'm going to cast Puppet on her, and she becomes my thrall.
Oh.
What?
I don't like what we're doing to Carmen Sandiego.
It's not Carmen Sandiego.
It's
It's the
Carmen
traitor
Sandiego.
Nazi Lara Croft. That wasn't great on the 12, but since I have Killer Instinct, I can re-roll any opposed test that I initiate.
Laszlo's diabolical. I love this.
That will be, you need to beat a 23.
This game does not care about balance, does it?
Not when they're vampires. Carmen Sandiego goes blank.
And just this, I'm just reading off from the rulebook. The duration of this is indefinite until I order them to harm themselves. Then they can make another roll.
Crazy.
You will forget any and all allegiances to these Nazis, these foul folks and fellows here, and swear yourself then to the cause of Laszlo Cravensworth. And also, why don't you just go catatonic for a good 4 or 5 hours and crawl up in that corner?
Just goes and lays down right in the corner. Takes a nap.
Marty!
There's a walkie on the ground that you heard Marty's voice come through. You can totally talk to me. It's perfect.
There is a walkie-talkie right there.
Marty gets on the walkie.
He said what he said.
That's
Let's use this.
alerts everyone to the train. Gotcha.
No!
Holtzmann, what are you doing? You've been shot by a tank.
Yeah, I
Hey,
have.
Holtzmann, Dom is like waving his arms at you, okay? He's like, hey, come get
Is
me!
he?
Come get
Dom
me!
has been knocked out of a truck. You might confuse his flails for waving.
I'm trying to flag you down. I'm like, come get me!
Holtz is gonna wave back a little bit.
Okay.
Fly away.
You fly away.
Into the sunset.
Gonna make a
See
new
ya.
life for myself in France.
With all the Parisians. No, that's not what Holtz is gonna do. Yeah, she is going to be like, I don't want to drive this thing. Yeah, sure, whatever. You take it. I got some ghosts to bust anyway. And she's going to drop it down beside him.
All right, you're going to try to land it next to Dom?
Yes.
You know what you got to give me.
A drive roll.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just for moving, though. It's not for, like, doing anything.
I mean, it's definitely landing from 10 feet up in the air.
Well, I got a 3 on both of my dice. -2 is 1. Does that count as a crit fail if I didn't roll a 1?
No, it doesn't count as a crit fail. But you might land on top of Dom.
Oh my god. Even without a crit fail, I might hurt him? I'm gonna spend a Benny. I got 3 of them. No, I got 2 of them. Alright, come on, Dice. Don't do this
You
to
can
me.
do it, Dice. We believe in you.
Well, I rolled a 4 that time. No, wait, one of those is a 4. It explodes.
If it's on the D4, it does.
It was.
Yeah.
And so 4 plus 3 is 7. -2 is 5.
You land right next to Dom. You thought you might have squished him a little bit, but you missed him.
You squished
Okay,
the other guy.
You squished the Nazi.
That's 2 Nazi kills for Holtzmann.
Mm-hmm.
But one of those is an ex-Nazi. It's fine. It's whatever. Holtz doesn't care.
You just squished his
Alright,
hand.
And then I can do other stuff.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna hop out of the car. And I'm gonna use my proton pack on some ghosts.
Okay. Now, I will say, the ghosts are over by the train. You're next to a half-track truck with a vampire in it.
Oh, I forgot about the
If you want to
vampire.
ignore him, that's fine.
Ignore the bear.
Do I ignore the bear?
Do you ignore the bear?
Proton pistols probably
I
do
really
some
want to
damage,
get those
right?
ghosts, though. Is he going to come at me? This guy's going to come at me now, isn't he?
Maybe.
Instead of hopping out of the car, can I just scooch over a little bit? Can I just scooch over a little bit?
Just hop on over like, Dom, get in.
Get in, Dom. Holtz is going to move over into the passenger seat, pull out the proton pack, which is got a range. It's pretty long range, I think.
Do you have a trap?
I do have a trap, my ghost trap, but I want to bind them before I throw it out there because I assume that will help me capture
It'll
them
definitely help you,
easier.
yeah.
I'm going to spend a lot of power points on this. So usually it costs 2 power points. If I spend 2 more, it's strong, so it's much more difficult to break. And if I spend 2 more, then I increase the radius and I can capture more than 1 foes.
Okay. I will say you can only see one of the ghosts right now. The other one's on the other side of the train.
Then I will only spend the 4.
What does this look like? Are you, like, leaning out the window on the opposite, shooting over the top of the car?
So the way that I landed the car is the driver's seat was near Dom, and so then if I get to the passenger seat, then I'm facing the train.
So you're just pointing out the passenger window.
Yeah. I exploded the D6. I got 11.
11, I believe, hits.
Plus a raise. Hold on, I get to do something with the raise. What is it that I get to do? I get to decrease my my PowerPoint cost. So I only spent 3 PowerPoints.
There you go. You have captured, well, you've ensnared one of the ghosts. We're going to say it's Nunzio.
Nunzio.
He's the skinnier of the two. But yeah, you have captured Nunzio. It's now Dominic Toretto's turn.
Yeah, I push myself up off the Nazi man, and I get into the car. I flip off the vampire. Maybe I don't. Does Dominic flip people off? I don't actually remember. I don't know if he ever actually did that. I'm not sure.
I don't think he ever would.
Maybe just glower
honestly.
at him.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of smizing.
Blue steel.
Grueling. He's grueling him.
I'm gonna put it back into like car mode, like wheels mode, because we're gonna stay on the ground. I'm gonna run over some Nazis.
There's plenty of them out here.
Yeah. Oh, but I don't want to break her tether. So whatever I do, I don't want to do that.
I think it will
Will it drag it with us?
probably drag it with you.
Okay, all right.
Well, you've got a nice long line of Nazis all pointing their machine guns in your direction.
I would love to just run over as many as possible as efficiently as possible.
Well, I tell you what, give me a driving check. For every raise, you can hit an additional Nazi.
I only got a 4.
Okay, so you can hit one Nazi.
Yeah, all right. I did it. Splat.
All right, the tank is on the other side of the train. It can no longer see your car. So it is going to go around the train toward the caboose. tank makes it's very slow, so it's going to make it to the back of the caboose right now. But it's about to bring its guns to bear on you, but it won't be able to do it this turn.
Just keep going around in a circle.
It's the ghost's turn. One will try to break out of your tether, and it does not do it. He is thoroughly entrapped in this thing, and he goes... But the other ghost, Tony, floats into the train and sees Laszlo Cravensworth.
Does Laszlo believe in ghosts at this point or not? I don't know where he is in the timeline. Oh yeah.
Canonically, at this point, Laszlo would be outwardly disbelieving of ghosts, but secretly afraid of ghosts.
Oh, okay.
So this ghost is going to try to hit you, Laszlo.
Feel free.
What is your parry?
7.
So that is an 11. Beats your parry by 4. So that's a raise.
You're gonna hate my toughness, though.
Probably.
Thanks, undead.
It is undead, but he can shake you.
This is true.
So what is your toughness?
12.
Jeez.
16.
I guess I'm shaken.
So it does shake you. But since you are currently immortal, it cannot harm you. So Laszlo, are you gonna let your shakenness ride?
If I can do that roll right now, sure, I'll...
You would make the roll at the beginning of your turn. If you wanted to get rid of shaken right now, you'd have to spend the penny.
I won't have any penalties to letting it sit, so I'll just wait till my turn and make the roll.
Rock and roll. All right, it is now the Nazis' turn. They're gonna fire at the car once again. They all miss. Carmen Sandiego is taking a nap, and it's now Deacon's turn. Deacon looks out at the quickly driving away car and is like, ah, shucks. He is going to...
And then he gives up.
Fly after you.
Aw, shucks.
He runs at superhuman speed. You might even say vampire speed.
Mm-hmm.
And crawls into the back of your car. That is wide open and has a giant tank hole in it. I'm sorry.
I don't know why that was so gross, but it was.
I'm sorry. He's a vampire Nazi. I can't help it for him to be gross.
How did you make vampires not sexy? It's the easiest thing in the world to make sexy, and you've somehow ruined it, Nazi guy. Not you, Alex. You're doing great.
Hey, you forgot about me.
No, we got you exactly where I want you.
Marty McFly.
Hey! That's what Marty sounds like.
Hi!
Okay, I'm gonna scooch on down the train to the caboose. I would like to stop before, like, at that coupling between the caboose and the, I guess it's the helicopter? Is that what is? There's, like, the pallet carting the helicopter?
Yeah.
I want to go in the front side of the caboose, not the caboose of the caboose.
Okay. Are you doing this stealthily, or you've just given up on that?
I mean, nobody knows that I'm there, so I think stealth is the way to go still, and if I get seen, I get seen, but...
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Ooh, that's a 3.
You feel like you've probably been seen.
I'm gonna just go to the front, then, like, shoop up, head into the caboose, and hopefully Doc is in there.
The caboose is locked.
Can I see into the caboose? Are there windows?
The windows are mostly drawn. It's very dark in there.
Well, that's all it takes, is it?
I would either like to break the glass on one of the windows with the hoverboard, or, like, shoot the lock open.
They would be a fighting roll, probably. You could do shooting if you were going to shoot the lock.
That is a 5.
You shoot the lock off. The door swings open of its own accord. You peer inside, and there, tied up in the back of the caboose, is Doc Brown.
Wait. He's, like, alive, right?
Yes, he's alive. He's alive, and his family are all alive.
Okay, I'm running in. I would like to untie them.
He's got a blindfold on. You start untying him, and he goes, "What? Who's there?"
Doc, it's Marty.
Marty, what are you doing here?
I built a time machine. I got recruited into some sort of, like, insane cult. I'll tell you all about it, but, like, we need to get out of here.
Calling it a cult!
Do you mean the League?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I'm a part of the League, Marty. I know about the League.
Okay, well, then we're all part of the same cult, and it's totally fine. I'm gonna get on the walkie then and radio Laszlo and say, I've got Doc, let's get out of here.
Well, we need you to activate the timey thing, so get your ass up here.
Holtzmann.
I'm gonna try and ghost trap this ghost. It says opposed roll versus spirit.
Yeah, against your arcane skill. What's your arcane skill?
Weird science. Ah, I exploded the 6.
Nice.
It's not good, though. Pen,
Since this is a specific trap for trapping ghosts, I'm going to give him a -2.
you're so kind.
You got it plus a raise, so that does it.
It does it!
So yeah, you throw out your trap. It slides right in there perfectly. You slam down on the little plunger, and this ghost is now captured in your own ghost trap.
Yeah! Oh,
unless you
God,
wanna
there's a
move.
vampire behind me.
There's a vampire behind you.
We're about to take care of that.
Man, I forgot I didn't even purposefully forget about the bear. I accidentally forgot about the vampire.
The car guy's gonna take care of the vampire.
Now Laszlo's turn.
So I can't harm a ghost.
Probably not.
My attacks are not inherently magical.
Well, first we're going to have to make that spirit roll to see if you recover from being shaken.
Barrett.
Spirit, yes.
So that's 5.
Anything above 4, you get it.
All right. Then Laszlo will look at this ghost in front of him and say, "Hold it right there, my paunchy paranormal pal. Take one more step into this train car here, and I'll snap the neck of that here your benefactor." And I'll point back at Carmen, who's catatonic on the ground right behind me.
I mean, do it. I don't care.
Oh.
I love murder. I'm a murder ghost. I love to murder. Just do it. I'll do it for you.
I'm actually a little more intrigued now. What is the working relationship you and this woman have?
I mean, we're out now, so I have no allegiance.
Why don't we make a deal?
What kind of deal? What kind of deal we talking about here?
You like murder, and I myself am a purveyor of the killing arts, we'll say. You can murder here to your heart's content, in fact. Look outside that window there, and I will point to the window, just like very, of course, sheepishly, like trying to stay out of the like direct beams of sunlight. Yes, that window.
When he just like raises the thing up,
Very well.
completely raises the sheet up. Give me an agility roll.
That is a 9 on the agility. I'm sorry. And he says, "You see those chaps there with this fun little symbol on their shoulders?
Oh yeah, the Nazis. Yeah.
Well, kill as many of them as you do please, and I promise you that you'll be released from whatever bond you have with that one." And I'll point again to Carmen / Laura. "And I'll ensure your safe passage back to whatever ethereal realm you spawned from."
Roll me persuasion.
14.
Hey, you and me and you, we got the deal. We got the deal right here.
All right, have at it.
All right, on my turn, I'm gonna go kill some Nazis.
On your what?
On my turn. when I get to go.
After you die, you can break the fourth wall.
With the rest of Laszlo's turn, then, with whatever actions are remaining to him, he's just gonna, as much as he can, close the nearest 2 like shutters on the windows.
You got it. I'm not going to make you do it again. All right, Dominic Toretto.
I think it's time to wrap this shit up.
Get on the train.
Get on the train.
So yeah. I'm trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here, Alex. I want to try to get us to the train so that we can board it, but I also want to try to spin the vehicle so that the centripetal force or centrifugal force, I don't remember which one it is,
Centrifugal.
flings the vampire out the back of our like tank busted hole. And I think with a D12 and driving and 2 bennies, I might be able to pull this off in a single turn.
To do both things, we're going to do a driving -4.
Can I assist in some way?
I don't see how you could.
I can just shift my weight to make the physics happen a little more.
Could she do something to make the vampire more likely to fall out?
Can I kick his hands a little bit?
I tell you what, if you succeed on this, I'm going to make the vampire do a strength check to see if he can stay in the car. I'll let Jillian Holtzmann do something to affect that, potentially.
All right, I get to ignore up to 2 points of penalties, but I'm pretty sure that's just going to soak up my wound minuses, so it's still going to be -4 for me.
-4.
I should use the rehabilitated dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part of the cards.
The D12 hasn't been used yet. Well, the D12 didn't do great, but I exploded on my wild die.
There you go.
All right, so I rolled a 9 -4 is 5.
You spin the car, and I'm going to tell you, Deacon was not expecting that. Jillian Holtzmann, how do you want to disrupt him from holding on?
Can I throw shit at him? Okay.
What's in our hearse's glove compartment? You find like an urn of ashes in there that, like, you have no idea whose it
Why would they keep that in the
is.
glove compartment?
Find the middle console.
Yes.
That makes more sense. Easy access.
If you can, maybe you can use your agility to, throw this urn of ashes. That's probably holy somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, can I do it? Can I do it, Alex?
I will let you spend a Benny to do so.
How many pennies do I have left? I have 2 left, so I'll use 1. Ooh, I rolled a 7.
Sounds good. That's a success, but no raise.
So I just pick up the urn. It's it's pretty hefty. It's made out of stone, and I just chuck it at him.
Chuck it at him.
Get out of here, vampire!
Hits him in the face and breaks open. But it's not ash that's in there. It's just full of garlic.
Yeah, nice.
Just loose cloves of garlic. For whoever put this in here, I have no idea.
Oh man, that's where my
Garlic
garlic
powder.
went.
This makes way less sense than the ashes.
He goes, "Wah!" and he falls out the bag. But he kind of rolls and does a cool vampire pose.
No, he does. No, come on. We made a fool of him.
He absolutely does, Ben.
Let him have his pose. Let him play,
Let him have a pose, Ref.
Dom's like, come into my house, into my car.
All right, Dom. Is there anything else you want to do?
I mean, I'm gonna try to end this car's movement near the time train.
Can I make a proposal? You ram into replace the helicopter or land otherwise on that same, pallet.
The helicopter's already off of it.
It was in the process of getting moved off.
So driving? You're gonna be driving?
Yep. Driving. You've already got a -2. I'll put another -2 on you, so total you're -2.
Well, that's an 11.
You do.
-2 is 9.
You flick on the power to the wheels to hover. You get up just enough, and you slam the side of the Rogue One into the red helicopter that knocks it fully off of the train, and you come to a skidding stop right on top of the platform.
That doesn't harm the vehicle in any.
Okay, it does. The vehicle takes 1 damage and is wrecked. It will not move anymore.
So that's the time stuff works, but the car
time
doesn't,
stuff works.
basically.
Car stuff.
That's
car
great.
no go.
That's okay. It's okay. It's perfect. It's perfect. And I pat it on the dashboard, and I'm like, you did good, girl.
It's now the tank's turn.
Oh right.
The tank is going to fire at the time hearse. That just barely misses. It goes through the hole that it shot into it previously and out a window. It's now the ghost's turn. One of them has been vanished, so he's gone. But the other, who has made an unholy pact with a vampire, flies out of the train and hits Deacon and knocks him. And in fact, he flies back and hits the back of the tank, or hits the front of the tank.
And Deacon is not immortal because he's wearing the amulet.
He got roughed up a good bit. He's a complete idiot. What idiot would put on this stupid amulet? It is now the Nazis' turn. They're going to open fire on your time circuit train because they're the only people they can see. Nope, they don't have enough damage to get through the armor on your time hearse, so you are fine currently. But it's just a hail of gunfire going on. Carmen is still napping. Deacon feels his ribs being broken for the first time in probably centuries and goes, well, fuck this, and he just takes off going the opposite direction. It's now Doc Brown's turn. Doc gets up and goes, Marty, we've got to get to the time circuits, and he bolts out of the train and starts running along to get to the caboose, or to the locomotive. It is now Marty's turn.
Okay. Can I, run after Doc and grab him around the waist and, hoverboard him to the front faster?
Give me a strength check to see if you can...
Strength?
Yeah, give me a strength check. See if you can muscle on that boy.
I'm so small.
That old man.
I'm so little. I got a 6 and a 4.
You exploded both of them.
10, 15 total.
You scoop up Doc in your arms. Like when he caught Clara in Back to the Future
Bridal
3.
style?
You do bridal style. It's like, Marty, I've never been carried like this before.
Let's not talk about this right now.
And with your hoverboard and just not having to crawl into there, you make it all the way to the locomotive.
Yeah, I want to get into the train and then just be like,
You're in there.
do your thing.
You throw up the door and light shines into the locomotive, just barely missing Laszlo's feet.
They can touch my clothes.
Well, it depends on if it's a particle or a wave. Which one is it?
Okay. Is there anything I can do on this turn to, like, assist in getting the train up and going? I guess
I will let you spend a Benny to be able to activate the time circuits.
I'll do it. Done.
Okay.
No more bennies for Marty.
What time are you setting the time circuit for?
Thoughts, team? I don't know.
Take us back to the future.
Take us back to the future, Marty.
That's a cool
to the
thing.
future.
Oh, man, that's cool.
Hit the Huey Lewis. All right, 2015. Same date, more or less. All right. Time circuits are set. Holtzmann, it's now your turn.
Yeah, I don't want to wait in the car.
Okay.
I'm going to go, I'm going to wait in
You
the
run up to the locomotive and you're like,
I'm kind of scared of the car
hey
right
guys,
now.
what's going on? I've been here the whole time. Laszlo.
Pointing down to Carmen Sandiego / Lara Croft on the ground, who's like, drooling. I have subdued our foe here, but a question. Do we bring her back to the League for, I don't know, whatever they deem to do with her? Or should we just dispose of her here and now?
Probably leaving her with the Nazis is a bad idea. Maybe we should take her with us.
Oh, no. He's asking... That's not one of the options.
Oh, do we kill her?
Oh, he was not going to leave
Yes.
her.
Yes.
I'm not there to vote, so...
I mean, I feel like we should let the League take care of her.
Wait a second. That's so much better. I can sire a new vampire spawn. Wait, I need to make sure I'm actually able to do this.
I'm going to say you're able to do this. Fuck it.
Okay. Yeah, anyone slain by a vamp? Cool.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll just drain her.
Bottle of red.
I will say this. Okay, so she's under your thrall until you damage her. I'll give you a free damage, and then you can attack her further.
Righty. All right, that's a 5 on the 10, but the 6 blows up. All right, that'll be 12 damage right off the bat.
Shaken and 2 wounds. So you'll have to make an attack to get that last wound in there.
Easy peasy. All right.
I don't think it's going to be hard.
Improved frenzy. Here we go.
So since he's like chomping several, he's like. Arr, 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 arr.
That'll be 14 on the attack.
Don't hit 100%. Hit with like 2 raises.
And then 9 on the damage.
Dead.
Nice.
Deceased. So, as Sire says, anyone slain by a vampire gets a 50% chance of raising as a vampire in 1d4 days. Ryan, for the final time, most likely, give me a high or low.
Wow. 50%. High, Alex. Let's go high.
It is a 44.
So close.
Carmen Sandiego expires, but
I'm fine with
I
that.
imagine is quite tasty.
Okay,
Dominic
excellent. I'm fine with this.
Toretto, it's your turn.
Well, I think the only thing left to do is just get into the train. Maybe take a couple of pot shots at the Nazis as I run up there.
If you want to take a shot at the Nazis, that'll be your action. You won't be able to drive the train.
No, it's just for flavor. I'm not going to hit any of them.
Okay.
Pow, pow.
Operating a train is a little different from operating a car. You're going to be at a -4.
Is it still a driving though, or does it count as a car?
It's still a vehicle, so your +2 will add on to that, or your negation of -2. So
yeah, I'm negating my wounds.
with your wounds, it'll be -4. You got any bennies left?
I have 2 left actually, so this will go pretty well, I think. I exploded on both dice, so 12 plus 9 minus 4 is 17.
2017,
Just
which is the year you go back to. oddly enough.
Whoa.
Oh no, we lost like 2 years. Did anything bad happen in 2016? I need to look that up real quick.
I can.
But we're going back to 2015, so it's okay.
Okay.
You work the levers, get the gears going.
Oh, I'm working good, baby.
You get that train whistle one good time.
I get that train whistle going.
It launches forward. Nazis are diving out of the way.
Well, that's a shame.
I mean, it is, but
Come on, I got really high. I don't take out at least one Nazi as we're going.
Maybe like the guy that Holtzmann slammed into is like getting up on the ground. Oh man, and then you just.
I tell you what. As you're going, a mustachioed man in a gray tan suit walks out in front of the train.
We've definitely killed Hitler at least this time.
And you splat him real good.
Who was the other one?
We'll never
Maybe it's the same
know.
guy, and he survived the first one, but he's like miraculously.
Miraculously, he limped all the way here to get hit by a train. You fly forward, blue lightning streaking across the time train as you blast into the future. In the middle of a very crowded Champ de Mars, it's noon as you all exit the train, or maybe Laszlo stays in the train.
Laszlo, I think you can put the amulet on now. I think it'll be okay.
Fine. Laszlo will put on the amulet.
Laszlo, you put on my trap amulet and you instantly die.
I like that
Just
the
kidding.
idea though
Just
that
kidding.
Laszlo will put on the amulet to like have a hero's welcome. It's very funny to me.
Standing in the middle of Champ de Mars is Indiana Jones, Mr. Nobody, and Dana Scully.
Yeah.
They all hobble up to you and they're like,
Hobble? Why are they hobbling?
because they're all old. They're all old people.
Alex?
Dana Scully's in her like 50s
Alex.
or 60s. She's a little older.
50
That's
year olds
not old.
60-year-olds
She's seen a lot of alien stuff. She's hurt her leg.
She's very fit.
She's
In the
very
future
fit.
that we return to, they're all have gout.
I will fight.
She
this.
sprained her ankle jogging like recently.
She's hobbling out of
Because she's got that runner.
she's hobbling out of respect for her elders who are with her.
So weird.
Solidarity hobble.
Sympathetic hobbling.
This is a sympathy hobble. And Indiana Jones goes, I didn't think you guys could do it, but
Whoa, what? Fuck you, dude.
Then why'd you hire us?
Marty looks at everyone else like, I don't want to be in this cult anymore.
anyways, you all did a great job. I really appreciate it. And now I have to ask, are you ready for your next mission? And he holds out a photograph. And the photograph is a very grainy black and white shot of the back of a chair. And on the lap of the person sitting on the chair is a rather mean-looking cat. And the arm of the chair is a silver gauntleted claw of an arm.
Roleplay Retcon's remake of The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen is directed and GM'd by Alex, with Laurel Myler as Marty McFly, Ryan Short as Laszlo Cravensworth, Jinsey as Jillian Holtzmann, and Benjamin Gray as Dominic Toretto. This series features music by Robert Russell. Our logo and show art are by Jeanette Blasius.
Roleplay Retcon is produced by Two Fish in a Jug and is part of the Nerdsmith Network.
Bye kisses.
Was that the claw?
That was the claw.
Okay.
And it'll just be an Easter egg that never resolves itself.